Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two of the leading wide receivers from the 2014 NFL Draft Class. It's Odell Beckham Jr. going up against Sammy Watkins. With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Western New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Josh Brown's got us teed up and ready to roll. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 71 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. First down carry here from McCoy. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. McCoy, Charles, he stole the show in Week 6. 19 carries, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hat trick.
And I go back to preseason when a friend of mine in scouting called me and said, I think LaShawn McCoy is back. He looks quicker, leaner, slashing again. He said, I think he's going to have a great year. And boy, he's on target. What do you have, 140 yards in the game against San Francisco? He is quick, fast, and in a hurry once again.
So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
Forced out to his left. Uses the stiff arm. A strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Hunter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might want.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Justin Hunter from 8 yards. The offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second. The offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it with McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down. Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And it is incomplete. Rex Ryan's decision does not... Back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They come out here in the eye. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it. Weren't daunted at all.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley.
And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now back to throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target. All right, we've got an opportunity here. Let's talk injuries. Steeler Nation right now, they're just holding their breath with Big Ben's knee.
Yeah, they want him back pretty fast because if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they'll need Big Ben. The Baltimore Ravens, Terrell Suggs has a torn bicep. He's played with it in the past. We'll see if he's able to do so. How about Eric Decker with the Jets? He's out for the season with a torn labrum.
And to finish on a good note, Des Bryant looking like he'll be back after the bye week, making Dallas even more dangerous. Dancing to his left, to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues. The offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll go again to McCoy. And he cuts it out to the sideline. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
This give is to McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Fighting through. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Carry now for McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. The 4th quarter here. They've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. And Charles, I think with